It hath been a wild week for putters, and there is one man who has attempted to keep up with it. Let's talk. First up, the release that broke the entire internet, Odyssey dropped yet another version of the Happy Gilmore hockey stick putter. What's really interesting is all I've heard from people is how insanely heavy this thing is. 44 inches, 57-degree lie angle, and a 21-inch grip. Zero offset, which is phenomenal. $500 retail price, and these things are already on eBay for over $1,000. Insane. Although I found one of the original ones on Facebook Marketplace for $7,000, so that kind of seems like a bargain. But the funniest part about this re-release has to be the fact that they actually put a white hot insert in it. I still think as a whole, TaylorMade has done like the majority of limited releases better than anybody, but this right here might be the release of the year. Everybody has loved this thing. Continuing on the Odyssey train, are we just gonna all ignore the fact that it looks like we are getting a new variant of the 7 shape at retail? In case you missed it on Instagram, Odyssey teased a new AI one 7.1. And it essentially looks as if an Odyssey V-Line Fang and an AI one milled number 7 had a baby. Here's what I mean. Do you see the resemblance? I do. Then you've got Toulon, who gave us a sneak peek at their upcoming port rush, and this might be one of their best drops ever. This is obviously going to be a small batch release, and it is made out of 904L stainless, so Rolex steel. And how about the actual shape? I mean, this is a work of effing art. It should really be in their retail lineup. And speaking of works of art, that brother Zach Blair is on another putter heater. Yet again, he adds an absolute banger to the collection, a 009 with a welded pipe neck. I believe it's carbon steel. Pretty light mill, hand-stamped Titleist. I mean, this is just classy. And the final touch, signed, made with love, Scotty. But is it in play this week? Of course not. That's why I love Zach Blair. And we've got to add a third work of art, because in this yellow box, being held by Ben Griffin, is one of the best Scotties I've ever seen. First up, we got the Baller Boy head cover. Next up, the sole. I don't think I've ever seen Scotty do Circle T stampings like this on the heel and toe. It's really cool. Here's the face. I believe it's a light bill. You just cannot tell it all in this picture. I love the crown on top of the Circle T stamp. That is crazy clean. GSS, German stainless steel, stamped on the heel. But the back of this thing is where it truly all comes together. This has to be the coolest stamped Timeless Newport 2 I've ever seen. The dancing Cameron, the crown on the Circle T, the coloring, everything is perfect. Now, what's really interesting here is he actually mentions in the caption and the video he might bring this to the Open and play it. And if he does, that would be a shocking change. This is his current gamer. I believe he's had this thing since his college days, so dating back like 10 years. As you can see, it is totally beat. He's used it for his 2 PGA Tour wins, a Circle T Concept Newport 2. I'd be pretty surprised if he put the new one in play. And the final big one is that somehow Lab Golf DF3 putters ended up on Costco's website. This also happened at Betnardi a few years back. Basically, they had a distributor in South America that was getting these putters and then wholesaling them to Costco. Not supposed to be doing it. So if I had to guess, it's probably a pretty similar situation. As you can see, Sam Hahn shot this down pretty quick, saying this is not supposed to be happening.